Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast brought to you by Stone's Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, a great good afternoon to everybody, and welcome to Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. It is, well, preseason baseball for the Big 8 Conference member, the ARC Beavers, taking on Yuba College. The 49ers coming in with a record of 3-6 on the season. The Beavers are 3-7, so similar records, but they got to them kind of different ways. The Beavers with an excellent job on the mound so far in this first part of the season. They just dropped a 3-game series to Butte last week by a total of 5 runs, and so they're in there with every game, 2 of those being one-run affairs. While on the other side, Yuba is putting up a lot of runs, but they're also giving up a lot of runs. Their ERA is a team over 10 per game, and they are 3-6, coming off a win over Folsom Lake College, 13-8. That was after dropping the previous 4 games, and so we are just about ready for this one. Anthony Akanis, the left-hander out of Woodland High School, the sophomore, he will be on the mound for the Beavers. Anthony 1-2 with a 3.18 ERA, and we'll take a look at the starting lineup for your 49ers. Trevor Regan, Garrick Larrigan, and Dylan Castellanos, the first 3 hitters. Castellanos, keep an eye on him, 417, a home run, and 8 runs batted in on the season. Also, you'll see Carter Jones in the cleanup spot. He's hitting a nice 345. And then down at the bottom, Caleb Sumption with 4 runs batted in. Jaden Thames with 5 runs batted in. So that's your starting lineup. And the first 3 hitters for the 49ers getting this one started on a slightly overcast day, but very pleasant here at Beaver Field. And here's Anthony Akanis' first pitch coming up to Trevor Regan, the center fielder, batting from the left side, and takes a ball. Wearing the number 6, 200 on the season for Trevor, sophomore from Del Oro High School. And he has 6 runs batted in. Takes that one right down the middle, evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Beavers on the road tomorrow to Oakland to take on Skyline College. And then it's Big 8 Conference play next week against Diablo Valley. It starts already. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. Coach Jay, Doug Jumale, happy with his team's pitching so far. He's got a team batting average, though, of .218. Want to work on that. That's chopped back to the screen by Regan. 1-2. So you have a meeting today of a team that's just hitting .218 and a team that's got an ERA of over 10. So that's a key matchup in this one. And from the stretch, just a little bit too high. 2-2. Gary Larrigan is the on-deck hitter. Then Dylan Castellanos, 2-2 pitch. Line back up the middle, right into the glove of pitcher Anthony Akanis for the first out. So Regan hit it very well, but the left-handed pitcher had the glove right in the right spot, and he's got a very close call, but a first out of the inning is recorded. Brings up number 14, that's Garrick Larrigan. 286 for Garrick. 7 runs batted in. He's behind the plate. He's out of Yuba City High School, the Honkers. Nice flowing locks for Garrick Larrigan. I think if your name's Garrick Larrigan, I think that you would have flowing locks. Defensively, let's take a look at the Beavers. They got David Henry in left, Wyatt Winowski in center, Wyatt Balky in right. Brett Griffith over at third, Darren Eels at short. Jaden Reynolds at second base, Willie Tatum at first, Duncan Hansen behind the plate, and Akanis out on the mound. 2 balls and no strikes now to Larrigan. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. And don't get me wrong, I am admiring those locks. Although Stones McCoy told me that I need to get a haircut, and he's the boss, and so now I have to get a haircut. 2-1, swing and a miss. That's strike 3, so I missed it when I was worried about my haircut. And Larrigan is out on strikes. 2-away, and Dylan Castellanos, who's been very impressive so far this season, 417. And a home run, 8 runs batted in. The sophomore from Whitney High School, the Whitney Wildcats, left-handed hitter. So, yeah, I've been ordered to get a haircut, and I'd like to go to HR about it, but I think, Mrs. Stones is HR. So really, there's really nowhere to go. Chris Toy also on hand today, who is shadowing the HR department. Line drive to the left of shortstop into center field for a base hit. So second line drive of the inning. This one gets through. It's a single for Dylan Castellanos. He's down at first base, first hit of the game. Carter Jones will be the hitter, the first baseman. Carter hitting a robust .345. And he has 7 runs batted in. Out of Brenham High School, just a freshman. Right-handed hitter. Castellanos at first, getting the lead off of Canas. Right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 Beavers, as we said, coming off a 3-game sweep. They were swept by Butte College, 5-2 in the first game, and the next 2 were 1-run affairs. They are 3-7 on the season. Good-looking pitch misses outside, and bluffing at first was Castellanos. He stays put. Nick Baltz, the third baseman, on deck. That's it high up in the air, left center field. Going back in center field is Winalski. He circles around and makes the catch about 370 feet away from home plate. So 1 hit, no runs. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Yuba nothing. The Beavers coming to bat.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the first inning, Tommy Brown out on the hill for Yuba College. 1-1 on the season, 13 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts and 9 walks, ERA 8.10. He is going to face Brett Griffiths, Wyatt Winalski, and Duncan Hansen, the first 3 hitters for the Beavers. And there's the starting lineup for the Beavers up on the screen for you. David Henry looking for his first hit out of the 8th spot. Joey Gorienti in the DH spot. Balky in the 4th spot, hitting at .367 with a home run and 4 runs batted in. And so Stones McCoy up here in the booth with me, and I want to call him in if I may, since he's the boss and I have to. And Stones, I wanted to ask you, talked about a situation where the Beavers hitting just .218 but pitching the ball real well. You've got conference play coming up in about 5 days, so what are you looking for from Coach Jay's team? Well,
like you had just said, there's pitching is so very important right now for this team going forward. And I really think what you need to do – go ahead.
As Griffiths puts one up the middle, a solid base hit to center field. Brett hitting at .286. Stones, that's good luck, my friend. You're talking. They get a base hit. Keep talking, my friend.
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, no, I really think, like I said, it's really important to get your pitchers a lot of confidence going into conference play. Conference play is so much different than this play right here, which is just pool play.
Yeah.
And everything is ramped up. So it's like the playoffs going in, and you really need to take as much confidence as you can getting into that conference.
And hopefully get a couple of hits, which they've already done. Thank you, Stones. Brett Griffiths with that single up the middle. Wyatt Winalski hitting at .280 with that team batting average. As Stones mentions, when you get into conference play, everything ramped up. So if you're hitting .220 or so as a team, you want to kick that number up because you're going to be facing better pitching in Big 8 conference play. Here's Winalski. Throw over to first base, and Griffiths is back on a head-first dive. Winalski 3 runs batted in, hitting at 280 on the season. Wyatt out of San Juan High School, sophomore. Shows bunt. He pops it up in the air all the way back to the screen. And Garrett Larrigan gave chase. Couldn't make the play. Let's look defensively, if we can, at the setup there. Tristan Ogles in left, Trevor Regan in center, Dylan Castellanos in right, Nick Baltz, Caleb Sumson, Jaden Thames, and Carter Jones in the inner garden. And then Garrett Larrigan, as we mentioned, the flowing locks behind the plate, and Tommy Brown on the mound, the right-hander. He's from Roseville High School, the Tigers. He goes over to first. Griffiths just barely off the bag, so he gets back in without a problem. Carter Jones handling first base duties for the 49ers. Baltz is up at third base. Pitch to the plate, no bunt shown. Fastball in there for a strike. I think he called that a strike. I didn't know if he was pointing it, saying it was a little high or if it was a strike, and he does that just to irk me. 0-2. Duncan Hansen to follow Wyatt. Takes a fastball, misses outside. 1-2. Beavers looking to draw first blood here. Griffiths with a solid single up the middle off of Tommy Brown. There goes the runner, and no throw's going to be made, and he's going to get in head first. It looked like that Larrigan had a chance at him. Opted not to throw, and Brett gets an extra 90 feet there, and he's at second base now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Wyatt Winalski. Wyatt out in center field for the Beavers. Nice job by Larrigan to block that one, almost another 90 feet. Brings the count full at 3-2. That one probably about 59.5 feet. But Larrigan up to the task. Keeps it in front of him and keeps the runner at second base. That's down in the dirt again. So good at bat by Winalski. He's at first. At second is Griffiths and Duncan Hansen. 182 so far on the season for Duncan. 4 runs batted in. Sophomore from Del Campo, which is one of the half dozen high schools that Stones McCoy went to in just his last year, I think. He said, I want to try, courses, the curriculum everywhere. So he went to different school districts and everything. San Juan, Sacramento, Elk Grove, Placer. There's a bunt high up in the air over by the dugout. More of a trying to get a base hit bunt for Hansen, and we've seen him do that last year on several occasions. This time, not so well placed, and he's kind of fortunate it went out of play. So it's 0-1 on Duncan Hansen. Wyatt Balky on deck. One of 2 Beavers with a home run in this preseason. Brown to the plate. Just misses the outside corner. Good-looking pitch. Hansen holds up. Evens it up at 1-1. 49ers had a single in the first inning, top of the first, but a long fly by Carter Jones was caught in center field for the third out. Hansen bunts that one very hard down the third baseline. Baltz tries to pick it up, and he can't do it, and everybody's going to be safe. So Hansen will get credit for a sacrifice. Baltz, I think, will have to be charged with an error because he should have been thrown out at first base. So that loads the bases. First error of the game. That one was bunted so hard, but just softly enough that Baltz couldn't wait for it and then step on third for the force. So here's Balky up here with the bases loaded and nobody out, which is something that the Beavers have not had much this preseason. Balky hits, swings, and fouls that one off. Stones McCoy call. I think he called it pool play, and I kind of like that. I think I might adopt that. Pool play activity, because just all it is to get you ready for the tournament, which is the Big 8 Conference. Bases loaded, 0-1 to Balky. Fouls that one off. Speaking of conference play, the Beavers basketball squads, men's and women's, down in Stockton tonight to take on Delta College to conclude their regular season. A bunch of great sophomores playing their last game for ARC. It's a nice block again by Larrigan. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Unfortunately, the call to go to Stockton didn't come for Stones and I today, so we will not be traveling down. Although this game may well run. Maybe a kind of a logistics nightmare, and that's why we have Chris here to figure all that stuff out. 1-2. Just misses. 2-2. Jaden Reynolds to follow Wyatt Balke, but the Beavers looking to put a couple up here and supporting Anthony O'Connor. He is 1-2 on the season, but a 3.18 ERA. Hit sharply down to third. Bolts backhands. He's going to step on third for one. He's going to throw across the diamond, but he's not going to be in time to get Balke. So a run scores. It's an RBI for Wyatt Balke. Moving to third is Winalski. Or excuse me, moving to second is Hanson. Winalski is out at third. Balke gets his 5th RBI of the season on that fielder's choice. It's now first and second, 1 out, 1 in. And here's Jaden Reynolds. 226 for Jaden. Left-handed hitter out of Bella Vista High School. Fouls that one back to the screen where it makes a very, very booming noise. I hope that Stones' equipment, recording equipment, he's got like a nice microphone down there and cameras. It's a pretty big operation, really, when you look at it. I mean, when you look at the people involved, you just shake your head. But then you look at the technology and you go, well, maybe you can save him. Jaden Reynolds is on Stones' short list for fouling a ball back toward his equipment. Hits a grounder down to first. It's handled by Jones. He's going to have to step on the bag, the only place he can go. Runners will move up to second and third, which means Darren Eels coming at the plate. He's got a chance to bring in 2 more. Carter Jones thought about going to second, really didn't have an angle on it, and just took the out, which is probably a smart thing to do, especially early in the game. So 2 outs, runners at second and third. And Darren Eels, who has a 150 average, a home run, and 3 runs batted in, the shortstop. Takes a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. Darren out of Bear Creek High School down Stockton Way. Willie Tatum to follow Darren. Beavers have scored once here off a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Would like to get a couple more. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. If you lost the last 3 games by a total of 5 runs, you want to put up all the runs you can possibly muster, which is actually a good philosophy for any baseball team, no matter if they lost the last 3 games or not. Eels takes a fastball from Brown outside and high. 1-2. Beavers 3-7. 49ers 3-6 on the year. Yuba coming off a win over Folsom Lake in their last outing. Breaking ball again, misses outside. Good take by Darren Eels. He's evened the count up at 2-2. We're back here next Thursday, I believe, when the Beavers are in the middle of what we call the first, next Thursday against Diablo Valley College. That's down low for a ball there. Again, another good block against Diablo Valley College. It'll be the next time we are over at Beaver Field. We're at Becky Russ Field tomorrow on YouTube at Stones Radio Networks or ARC Athletics, a doubleheader. Starting conference play, the softball team, ARC against Modesto. The Pirates are in town. Eels hits one high to left field, coming in the left fielder. That's Ogles. He's still coming in. Wynn holds it up, and he does a nice job of tracking it and makes the catch. So 1 run, 1 hit. They left 2. We go to the top of the second. Beavers lead this 1-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought. And which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the second inning from Beaver Field. Beavers lead 1-0. Nick Baltz, Devin Conway, Jane Thames, the first three hitters for the 49ers, facing Anthony O'Connor, who got through the top of the first, giving up one hit and stranding Castellanos at first base on a long fly from Carter Jones. So Baltz at 290 out of Bear River High School of the Bruins. Takes a breaking ball from O'Connor's inside for a ball. 290 with 5 runs batted in for Nick, just a freshman. Takes that one for a ball. According to his on the roster, he bats left and throws left. So that is interesting, as he's batting right and he plays third base. Popped up right side. Out of play. So that's a little mystery there. I have not seen a left-handed third baseman in quite some time. I was on a softball team one time. We played in a tournament. We had a one-handed third baseman. He actually had a hook on his other hand. I don't know why the coach would put him there, really. But it actually happened. I would not have. Line drive left center field. Center fielder Winalski moving over. And he makes the catch as the ball hangs up. So the 49ers actually putting good swings on the ball. So far, the Beavers are right where it's coming down. One out, and Devin Conway, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. He's 313 on the year so far. Freshman from Marysville. Let's see, he's a right-handed hitter. Well, it says he's a left-handed hitter, but you look at it right there, it looks like he's a right-handed hitter. Maybe he's a switch hitter. Now, that's a possibility in both Nick Baltz and Devin Conway. Anyway, Devin with a home run and 6 runs batted in. Kind of a tall drink of water up there. Takes the breaking ball. That's a nice pitch from Anthony O'Connor. Yeah, had one hand, and he had a hook, and they put him at third base. It was, the other team just tried to purposely hit grounders to third, which was kind of bad. And it was a charity tournament, so it's like not a lot of charity. You want to get a base hit. Well, that's the thing. He caught the ball in his gloved hand, and then he'd take it out and then have to throw it like Jim Abbott. He was a cool guy. His name was Hook. Inside, he was a DJ. He was a part-timer, so he had to go wherever the coach told him to. Swing and a miss, and that's the strikeout from O'Connor. His second of the game. Conway is down, and Jaden Thames, the hitter. Jane playing at second base out of Burbank High School, who I think are the Titans, and that is an excellent name. Titans is excellent. Used to have the Titans of the AFL, New York Titans, and then they changed it. Should have stayed. Here's Thames, 179, 5 runs batted in there for a strike. Oh, and 1. Just a little bit high. I don't know if he was a starting third baseman. I think he came in as a defensive replacement, which is a curious thought there. Outside. 2-1 now on Thames. If he reaches, Tristan Ogles, the left fielder, on deck. That's fouled out of play by Jaden Thames, who bats right and throws right, and they got one right. Nice job, roster. Nice job, game program. Of course, he could be a switch hitter as well, but I'm doubting it. 2-2 from McConis. Swing, miss right into the catcher's glove. Good job by Anthony. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 for the game. We go to the bottom of the second.
Athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has a suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
See, so.
yeah.
Bottom of the second from Beaver Field. Beavers lead 1-0. Willie Tatum, David Henry, Joey Guarienti for the Beavers. Tatum takes down low for a ball. Willie at 172. 4 runs batted in, playing at first base today. Sophomore out of Grant High School. Takes that one in the dirt as well. 2-0. Tommy Brown on the hill. Second inning of work for Yuba College. Gave up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error in the first inning, but the run was earned by the Beavers. Good crowd out here today checking this one out. Fastball misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes on Tatum. David Henry to follow. Willie takes inside corner fastball for a strike. Three balls, 1 strike on Tatum, leading off the bottom of the second. Willie Tatum the third, to be accurate. Takes that one inside, ball 4. That is the second walk given up by Tommy Brown, and he'll face David Henry now, the freshman out of El Camino High School. Just his 8th at bat, looking for his first hit on the season. Might be a sacrifice situation. We'll see what Coach Jay has dialed up down there at third base. Jason Hampton is the skipper for Yuba College. So Henry at the plate, playing left field today. There goes the runner. It's a high fastball. Larrigan throws it down, but it's behind. The runner gets into center field, and Tatum's going to take off. The ball's bobbled out in center field by Regan until Willie Tatum gets into third. He's going to get credit for a stolen base, then an error on the catcher. So that's the second error for Yuba College, and that one kind of tailed away from Thames trying to cover second base. Never really had a chance at it, and Tatum's down at third now with nobody out. It's high and outside, so it's a 1-0 count on David Henry. Joey Guarienti on deck, the DH today, batting in the number 9 spot. That's hit high up in the air, out toward short right center field. Let's see who picks it up. It's the right fielder, Castellanos, and he drops the ball, and everybody's going to be safe. So it'll be an error on him. Henry will get credit for a sacrifice fly, but it is an error on the right fielder. Third error, second of the inning. Scoring is Tatum. Here's Guarienti. Joey, I think, making his first plate appearance. I didn't have any stats for him. Freshman out of Vista Del Lago. So El Camino, the Eagles, Vista Del Lago, the Eagles, I believe. So a lot of Eagles coming at us. Joey wearing number 17. Fastball misses. Would have been an interesting play if Castellanos could have made the catch. It was short right center field. I think Tatum probably was tagging to go anyway. The wind knocking down a lot of those fly balls to the outfield so far today. He's in there for a strike on Henry. Excuse me, Gorienti. Henry down at first base. Top of the order, Brett Griffiths on deck. Beavers have a 2-0 lead here. Still nobody out, and Henry down at first base. The throw over to first base. As Beavers with 2 stolen bases already in this one. Griffiths had one in the first inning, and Tatum in this inning. So Brown trying to keep the runner close, and over to Carter Jones at first base, and a nice lead by David Henry. As Gorienti asks the umpire for time, and he graciously gives it to him, and the umpire points right at him, tells you, come right back right here. This is where you have to come back to. Throw over to first base. Kind of like when you got up, all the guys were watching football and you get up and you call place back. I think that's what the umpire was doing, because if you don't, someone could take your spot. That's happened to me a lot. Throw over to first again. Two and one. Coming to the plate this time. Outside for a ball. Three balls, one strike. Henry at first. Nobody out here in the second. There goes the runner. Pitches right down the middle of the throat. It's a little bit high and a little bit too late, as Henry easily gets down to second base with the third stolen base of the game for the Beavers. There was nothing Larrigan could do. His throw was pretty straight on that time, but so umpire says he's got 2-2. So that definitely was a strike. So 2-2. Gorienti waits for the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on an off-speed pitch. First strikeout for Tommy Brown. One out here with Henry staying at second base. Brings up Brett Griffiths, who has singled in the first and scored the game's first run. Came in at 286. He also has 7 runs batted in on the season. He's got Henry out there at second base. Thames is closely shadowing him at second, trying to keep him there, and then they do the pickoff play. But not off far enough was Henry. So Griffiths looking at that hold. The second baseman is opening up by staying close. Now here Thames is going to get back to his spot. Brett takes a strike. Hit the first pitch up the middle his last time up for the base hit. Still the only base hit the Beavers have. There have been 3 errors and 2 walks by the Yuba College 49ers. That's in the dirt. Larrigan, another stop. He goes to the third base. It's going to get the runner, I believe, at third. Henry tried to take off, thought maybe it got away further than it did. Larrigan picked it up and gunned it down to third base, and he is out. He does not think so at all, and he's looking around for more umpires and see if somebody had a better angle. But he is out for the second out of the inning. Big play by Garrett Larrigan behind the plate. The sophomore out of Yuba City. Griffiths pops it up right side. Called as Thames at second base, trying to track it, and makes the catch for the out. So good job by the Yuba College to get out of that one. One run, though, scores for the Beavers. We go to the third. Beavers 2, 49ers nothing.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Moving along to the top of the third here at Beaver Field. Beavers lead 2-0. Tristan Ogles, Caleb Simpson, and then Trevor Regan, the first three hitters, 8, 9, and 1 against Anthony O'Connor. The 49ers have hit some good shots. They only have one hit to show for it, though, and they trail 2-0. First pitch from Anthony is down low for a ball. The left-hander 1-2 on the season. 18 strikeouts and 9 walks over 17 innings pitched. He has 3 strikeouts already in this one. That's lined into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Coming over and picking it up is David Henry. Gets it back in, but it's a solid single to left for Ogles. He came in at 147, so that one had to feel good for him. That's the second hit of the game for the 49ers and brings up Caleb Simpson. 258, 4 runs batted in for Caleb. Freshman from Dayton High School in Nevada. Wearing number 3, coming up at third is Griffiths in case he's going to drop one down. He shows bunt. Breaking ball's popped up in the air down the first base line. Duncan Hansen gives chase but can't get it. It rolls onto the on-deck circle for a strike. 0-1 on Simpson with Trevor Regan, the top of the order, on deck. Regan with a line out back to O'Connor back in the first inning. So 0-1, Simpson shows bunt, bunts it back. The pitcher's going to pick it up. He'll have to go to first. Willie Tatum's going to cover, and Willie Tatum almost missed the bag and had the foresight to find his place on the field and tag first. It's a good sacrifice for Caleb Simpson. Second base goes Ogles. He is in scoring position for Trevor Regan, the left-handed hitting center fielder out of Del Oro High School, a sophomore. Lined it right back up the middle to open the game, and Connis's glove hand was right there, and he made the catch. So that's a tough 0-for-1 for Trevor Regan, who came in at 200. Hits that one high up in the air. See if they're going to stay in. Hansen giving chase, but I don't think so. And it hits over behind the bleachers to our left. 0-1 on Regan. Garrett Larrigan, the catcher, to follow. Ogles out at second base. 1 out. Duncan Hansen behind the dish for ARC, flashing the signs. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back to the screen. Got him a little off balance on that one. 0-2 on Regan. Beavers back in action tomorrow. They go on the road down to Oakland to take on Skyline College. Then it's Diablo Valley for 3 next week to start Big 8 conference play. We're back here on Thursday. I think that's a 2 p.m. start. That's outside. It's a nice block by Duncan Hansen to keep Ogles at second base. 1-2 on Regan. We're back out at, we're over at Becky Russ Field. We were there on Wednesday for a big win over Yuba College. We're back tomorrow, doubleheader on the softball diamond against Modesto Junior College. Beavers 7-3. Fastball right down the middle, call strike 3. 4 strikeout for O'Connor, and a big one right there. So 2 outs, and here's Larrigan, who struck out his first time up. Garrick, though, hitting .286 coming in. sophomore from Yuba City, and has 7 runs batted in. Has a chance for number 8 out there. Lucanis checks the runner. Fouled out over to the right side there. I didn't even check and see if the snack bar is open today. Stones? No? Because I know you would know. We have a tremendous snack bar here. I think maybe, I'm going to say conference play. I'll say maybe next Thursday we'll have it open. I'll come to the game hungry for sure. 0-1 pitch sails outside. Hansen pulls it down 1-1. Tremendous variety of delicacies down there. But not today. Even at the count, 1-1. Dylan Castellanos, the right fielder, on deck. He singled his first time up. High and outside. 2-1. Beaver scored once in the first, once in the second. Yuba had runner on in the first. They went 1-2-3 in the second. They've got a runner at second base, and that one's fouled off by Larrigan. Evens the count on Garrick at 2-2. They've got Ogles out on second base. He was out there after the sacrifice from Sumson, but a strikeout of Regan brings us to where we are now with Anthony O'Connor, a 2-2 count on Garrick Larrigan. Wind blowing from left to right field and kind of knocking the ball down a little bit back toward home plate so far in this one. 2-2 pitch inside, ball 3. Got a base open, but also Castellanos, who's hitting .417 coming in and has a single to his name already, so a tough hitter on deck, the right fielder. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Good pitch by O'Connor to get a strikeout. His 5th already in this game. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Beavers lead by 2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Wyatt Winalski, Duncan Hansen, Wyatt Balke, the first 3 hitters in the bottom of the 3rd against the right-hander Tommy Brown. Given up 2 runs, one of them earned, just 1 hit allowed so far in this game. He's been betrayed by 3 errors so far. First pitch is inside. Winalski got a base on balls back in the 1st inning. Left-hand inning Winalski out in center field. Out of San Juan High School. Watches that one outside. 2-0. Duncan Hansen to follow. Then Wyatt Balke. 2-3-4 for the Beavers here. Talked about the Beavers with the .218 team batting average and the ERA for the Yuba College Niners. That was low for a ball, is over 10. So the Beavers, they're looking to get the bats going before conference play. This is a good time to start. So far, just 1 hit in 2 innings. They do have 2 runs. in there for a strike. And again, the fake bunt, the bunt posture, which I think increases the strike probability by somewhere around 33%. That fastball is in there for a strike as well, 3-2. So Brown pours 2 strikes in after 3 balls. Working from the stretch. That is just misses, ball 4. So Winalski gets his second base on balls of the day. White came in at 280. And here's Duncan Hansen. Winalski has 3 runs batted in. Hansen has 4. He sacrificed his first time when it reached base when the ball was misplayed to third on the bunt by Baltz. Hansen was stranded at third to end the inning. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw to second base is also high. Is backed up. There is a nice play by Thames to catch that one, but no chance on Winalski again. Larrigan came out with a pretty good throw, a little bit high like we said, but timing-wise was way too late to get Winalski, and he's in scoring position. That is the 4th stolen base already for the Beavers in this game. Hansen takes high for a ball. That's 2-0, I believe. Yes, 2 balls and no strikes. Wide Balky to follow. That one catches the inside corner. Nice location from Tommy Brown. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brown, a sophomore out of Roseville High School, up here against Hansen. Also a sophomore from Del Campo High School. So Tigers against Cougars. That is inside for a ball. We got activity in the bullpen for Yuba. Looks like Brady Chipchase, a freshman, is throwing, the right-hander out of River Valley High. That's it sharply out towards shortstop, picked up by Simpson. Caleb throws it across and gets him at first base and holds the runner at second base. So a good out there for Tommy Brown. He gets Hansen on a sharp grounder to shortstop. Simpson throws him out. 1 out, and that'll bring up Wyatt Balky, who had an RBI fielder's choice his first time up. 367 coming in now, 5 runs batted in and a home run. Thames again shadowing at second base, keeping the runner close. Balky hits it high up in the air to right field. Castellanos comes in. He's not going to be able to get it, but it looked like he was, and so holding in second was the runner Winalski, so he is only able to make it to third. It's a hit for Balky, the second hit for the Beavers, and sets it up for Jaden Reynolds. Reynolds, the second baseman, grounded it out to first his first time up. The product of Bella Vista, hitting .226 coming in. He's got first and third and just 1 out. Let's see if Balky is moving from first base. So far he's not. The pitch is high and outside. So a walk to Winalski. He stole second, a ground out for Hansen, then a single to right for Balky. Nothing Castellanos could do on that one. It was right in front of him. Inside for a ball. 2-0. Brown thought he might have had that call. As Chipchase continues to warm up down in the pen. Looks over to first base, throws it. Nicely dug out by Carter Jones over there, and that one could have gotten away. Beavers with 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors so far by Yuba, and 4 stolen bases by Beavers base runners. The key numbers in this one. That's a good looking pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Darren Eels to follow the shortstop. Beavers scored once in the first, once in the second. That is high. Good eye from Jaden Reynolds. Works the count to 3-1. Coach Jay down at third, just going through the coaching signals, which I just discarded in this case. Although he might be telling Balky if he has the green light, which he does not. That's fouled back to the screen by Jaden. So big pitch right here for Tommy Brown and for the Beavers, with first and third and just 1 out. Already a 2-0 score. Going on the full count pitch. It's ball four, and it gets away, and coming in from third on the wild pitch will be Winalski for the third run. Going all the way over to third is Wyatt Balke. Wild pitch is going to be on that pitch. And we're going to have a timeout. I think we're going to have a pitching change for Yuba. So with the score 3-0, we are in the bottom of the third from Beaver Field. We'll be right back with that new pitcher. You're watching American River College Baseball presented by the Stones Radio Networks.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid, and that's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Brady Chip Chase is the new pitcher for Yuba College. The right-hander out of River Valley is 1-0 on the season. 12 innings pitched. He struck out 7. He has walked 3. And he will be on in relief of Tommy Brown, who went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits and 3 runs. He's responsible for the runners at first and third right now. That would be Wyatt Balke at third, Jaden Reynolds at first. Darren Eels is going to be our hitter. Brown 4 walks on the game. He struck out 1. And here's Darren Eels, who flied to left field his last time up. Home run, 3 runs batted, and there goes the runner. The throw to second base is going to be in time, and they got him at second base, and that was an excellent tag by Jaden Thames at second base. The ball a little bit high, but Larrigan got it down there quickly, and Reynolds is thrown out. And that means instead of first and third and 1 out, we've got just third, but now 2 outs. And Eels, first pitch, didn't see what the call was. I think it was a strike. Larrigan got rid of that one very quickly. Fastball is high. Got it down to Thames, and Jaden with a miraculous-looking tag. He got it down and got the runner Jaden Reynolds. Breaking ball's hit sharply down to the third, handled by Baltz. Throws it across. It's on a hop to Carter Jones, and he makes the play. So good defense turning it around for the 49ers, and this one did give up 1 run in the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Beavers lead 3-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious, but
Just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the fourth, Anthony O'Connor's back on the mound for the Beavers. Now he has a 3-0 lead, and Castellanos, the first hitter, he lifts one to center field, medium deep for Winalski out there, and he makes the catch for the first out. Castellanos came in 1 for 1, flies out to center, and Carter Jones is the hitter. He also flied out to center. That's back in the first inning. Hit one pretty deep out there to center that Winalski was able to corral. Carter coming to us from Branham High School, just a freshman, playing at first base. Nick Baltz to follow. Nice breaking ball by O'Connor. Gets him ahead in the count 0-1. Anthony, as we said, 18 strikeouts, 9 walks over 17 innings. Had a 1-2 record, but a 3.18 ERA. That's a fastball, another good location, inside corner, 0-2. Out of Woodland High School. I think they're the Wolves. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. 1-2. If they're not, they should be. Although I don't know if there's a lot of Wolves in Woodland, but I don't think that's always the criteria. Because there's no zebras in Lincoln. I'll tell you that right now. 1-2. Hit sharply into the hole, into left field for a base hit. Fumbled out in left field, but got in before Jones. So with one out, Nick Baltz will be the hitter.
Number 7, third baseman Nick Baltz.
Nick Baltz, who flied to center his first time up. Third baseman out of Bear River High School. Has Jones down at first. That is hit number 3 for the 49ers. And Baltz takes a fastball in there for a strike from McConis. Good lead at first by Carter Jones, who came in at 345. Right down the middle. Baltz at 290. Does have 5 runs batted in for the freshman. Oh, 2 pitch. Kind of casually fouls that one off, where it's handled by Devin Conway in the on-deck circle. So it stays 0-2. Jones, kind of a short lead at first base. Breaking ball swung on, found in the catcher's glove, strike 3. 2 outs brings up Devin Conway. Yes, I thought so. Stones McCoy's shadow, Mr. Chris Toy, coming up with the Woodland High School, home of the Wolves. And their mascot is Wolf the Furry, according to what we've got here. Now, that is just not official from the school, but that's off of our information. So I get a good-looking furry wolf. That's a good mascot. Conway struck out his first time up, hits that one over the pitcher's glove, but handled it shortstop and flipped to second. Nice play by Eels, gets it to Reynolds for the force play. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Beavers lead.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the...
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses
different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So, so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so...
yeah.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Brady Chipchase, the second pitcher, still out on the mound. He came in to clean up in the third inning. Did an excellent job. Willie Tatum will start off in the fourth. Outside, Willie walked back in the second inning, later scored. Stole second, went to third when the ball was thrown out into center field and scored on a sacrifice from Henry. Chops that one down third. Big hop for Baltz. Handles it across the diamond. Low throw, but Jones scoops it up for the first out. So Tatum is out 5-3. Out number one brings up David Henry, looking for his first hit of the season. He did have a RBI sacrifice fly, even though he reached base on an error for the right fielder. It still gives credit for the sacrifice fly and the RBI. So Henry's up here with one out. Takes it right down the middle from Chipchase. Brown started, went 2 1/3, 2 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those were earned walk, 4 struck out 1. That one's down low. Chipchase came on. They threw out Jaden Reynolds trying to score for his first batter, and then he got Eels on a ground out. So faced one batter, got 2 outs, and now he's here in the bottom of the fourth. Line drive out into center field. Regan tracking it and makes the catch. So well hit by David Henry. But he is retired on a fly ball out to Regan in center field. Joey Guarienti. Joey struck out back in the second inning, so he is 0 for 1 in this one. Out of Vista Del Lago. Chipchase from the windup. His first pitch is down low. 1-0 on Guarienti. Top of the order, Brett Griffiths to follow if Joey can get something started here in the fourth. Beavers with just 2 hits in this game. Breaking ball's lined down the left field line, but foul. Good swing at that one from Joey. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony O'Connor has gone 4 innings for the Beavers. Kept the 49ers off the scoreboard as of now. He leads at 3-0. That's fouled by Guarienti. One and 2 on Joey. Beavers looking for their 4th win of the season. Both teams looking for their 4th win of the season, actually. Beavers 3-7, 49ers 3-6. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. The first base umpire says he did not, and I would say most people thought he did, except for Chris Toy, who said he didn't. And he turned out to be validated by the first base umpire, because I think the home plate umpire thought he went too, and he was just going, okay, you say it. And no, he didn't. 2-2 pitch coming up. Fouled out of play. He definitely swung at that one. It's a foul ball down the, say, right field line off to our right, more accurately. Chipchase, a freshman from River Valley High School. No idea what their mascot is. I should know that, though, but so it goes. Check swing again. He didn't. I'll say he didn't go that time. No, he did not. That one, the umpire was asking the first base umpire. First base, if I said the other one doesn't swing, that one wasn't even close. So it works it full count on Guarienti. That's a line drive. That's in the right field. That's down for a base hit. Cut off in right field by Ogles. It's a solid single for Joey Guarienti. I believe that's his first hit of the season. 3rd hit for the Beavers, and it'll bring up Brett Griffiths and River Valley, the Falcons, I'm told, which is a good name. I'm not saying that's a bad name.
Third baseman, Brett Griffiths.
But Yuba, that's in Yuba City, I believe, and that means that they're going up against the Honkers. Honkers against Falcons. That clearly the decision goes to the Honkers in that one. Here's Griffiths. Line drive, first base line, base hit down the right field line. Corriente around second, headed for third. Casing it in the corner is Castellanos. I think they're going to send him. Here he comes around third. The throw is not going to be cut off. The throw is cut off and not going to be made on the relay. And it's a triple for Brett Griffiths and a run for the Beavers. A 2-out rally. Griffiths picks up his 8th RBI. Corriente's moving from the first crack of the bat, and he took off, and the ball was just right down the first base line. Castellanos gave chase but couldn't get up to it. The ball got into Carter Jones. He was thinking about going home, couldn't get the handle, and it's an RBI triple, and the Beavers lead 4-0. And Winalski will be the hitter. Second hit for Brett. Winalski takes a strike. 0-1. He now has 8 runs batted in on the season. Good job by Corriente getting the single, starting the rally, but also scoring all the way from first base. That's a long way. Breaking ball is in there again, strike 2. I don't even just mean the old man way like me. That's a long way for anybody. It's like 90 and 90 and 90. That's 270. That's 90 yards. It's a long way. Outside for a ball. Fourth hit for the Beavers. They put up single runs in every inning so far. Swinging a foul ball which gets out of Larrigan's glove, so another chance for Wyatt Winalski, who has walked twice in this game. In the first and again in the third, scored a run in the third. Stole second, went to third on a base hit and scored on a wild pitch. Lifts that one down the left field line, tailing foul and out of play. Wind kind of knocked that one down a little bit. So he's still alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Wyatt Winalski. Duncan Hansen to follow if Wyatt can keep it going here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball misses outside from Chip Chase. So Brady got the first 2 outs here in the 4th and a single by Corriente. And the triple by Brett Griffiths. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Look, it has a sweet-looking St. Louis Cardinals hat down there. Breaking ball just misses. This is a good-looking hat. You know, St. Louis Cardinal red hat with the white STL in front. It's a good-looking, solid, you know, old-fashioned, solid baseball hat right there. Whether you like the Cardinals or not, that's not the point. Full count coming up. High, ball 4. So walk number 3 for Wyatt Winalski. He goes to renew his acquaintance with Carter Jones down at first base. They've chatted a couple of times. Here's Duncan Hansen, who sacrificed back in the first and grounded sharply to shortstop in the third. It's up here with 2 on and 2 out. 1 run in already for the Beavers. They lead 4-0. Hansen from Del Campo High School, right-handed catcher. 182 coming in with 4 runs batted in. Shows Bunny, butts it down the third base line. That's a beauty. Baltz picks it up, throws to first, and gets him by a half a step. Nick Baltz with an excellent play at third base on a fine bunt from Hansen. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go to the top of the 5th. Beavers lead this one 4-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Don't doubt it, don't doubt
got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the fifth inning from Beaver Field. It's been all Beaver so far. They lead 4-0. Anthony O'Connor back out on the mound. He's given up 3 hits over the first 4 innings and struck out 6. So he has been very sharp so far. Jaden Thames will be the first hitter. He's followed by Tristan Ogles and Caleb Sumpson. 7, 8, and 9 for the 49ers. Thames swings and misses that one. 0-1. Freshman out of Burbank High School, playing at second base. 179 batting average coming in, 5 runs batted in. O'Connor, who works from the stretch, steps off, trying to connect with Duncan Hansen behind the plate, signal-wise. Popped up right side, that'll get out of play. So it's quickly 0-2 on Thames. O'Connor comes in with a 1-2 record, the 3.18 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 9 walks over the 17 innings he's pitched. We said 6 strikeouts today against, I believe, a single walk. Actually, he hasn't walked anybody yet. That's a ball. 1-2 now on Thames. Fastball just misses. Evens the count at 2-2. Griffiths, Eels, Reynolds, and Tatum on the infield. Henry, Winowski, and Balke in the outfield. Duncan Hansen behind the plate for O'Connor. 2-2 pitches chopped foul over toward the Beavers dugout. So we'll go again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beavers back in action tomorrow, but it's on the road down in Oakland against Skyline College. Then back here in the middle of a 3-game set against Diablo Valley to open Big 8 conference play next Thursday there at home. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes again. That's number 7 for Anthony O'Connor. Second time he got Jaden Thames, 1 out here in the 5th. And Tristan Ogles, who lined a base hit his first time up, he is 1 for 1. A sophomore from Oakmont High School, the Vikings. Came in at 147 and 3 runs batted in, but a sharp single his first time up. Left-hander against left-hander here. Caleb Sumpson to follow. That's a fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Tristan. Sails that one high and inside. Evens it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breeze picking up here a little bit. Mostly blowing in. Breaking ball just misses that inside corner. 2-1. People in front of us behind the stands or behind the backstop could see through the catcher and the umpire. That swung and missed to tell that last pitch was a strike. I could not see through 2 human beings to see. But some people could, and I congratulate them on their x-ray vision. 2-2. Fastball just misses. 3-2. Now, if it's outside, I can see because you don't have to look through anybody. I mean, that's, yeah, obviously. It's just physics or something. Full count. And it is ball 4, a close pitch. And Ogles goes down to first base, his second time to first base. 1 out still, and Caleb Sumpson comes to the plate. He sacrificed his first time. So the freshman from Dayton High School in Nevada comes up here without the official at bat, batting .258 with 4 runs batted in. Griffiths still even with the bag at third. Connis is going to go over to first base, but back is Ogles. Top of the lineup, Trevor Regan to follow. There's your first walk for O'Connor, and it was on a very close pitch. Thompson hits it high up in the air down the right field line. It's tailing. It's going to drop down, but it'll be foul by a considerable distance down that right field line. Balke giving chase. Surprised actually to see, well, we have seen a couple of really well-hit balls, though, but with the wind kind of keeping the ball, keeping the distance down, Balke is moved in a little bit in right field, but Winalski is very deep in center. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch in there for a strike. Off speed from McConis. Oh and 2. Hit sharply out towards short. Eels has it. He's going to step on the bag himself. Gunner to cross to first, and that is a double play. O'Connor pumps his glove in happiness as his team pulls a double play. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Beavers with that 4.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the...
Third time around for the 49ers here in the top of the sixth. Trevor Regan, Garrett Larrigan, and Dylan Castellanos, the top three. There's a chopper out towards second. Nice play out there at second base by Reynolds. Throws the first for the out. Quickly gets Trevor Regan, who is lined out, struck out, and now grounded to second. And that'll bring up Garrett Larrigan, who has struck out twice in this game. Came in at 286 with 7 runs batted in. Regan came in at 200, lined out his first time, but since then has struck out looking in the third and grounded. A big hopper out toward Reynolds. Larrigan takes that one right down the middle. O'Connor's working in his 6th inning, but his pitch count not that high. He has struck out 7. Another fastball that just misses the inside corner. Evens it up at 1-1. Castellanos on deck. Swing and a miss by Larrigan, who has not been able to solve Anthony O'Connor as of yet. And he's behind again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called strike 3. 8th strikeout for O'Connor, the third of Larrigan. 2 outs here in the 6th, and Dylan Castellanos will be the hitter. The right fielder comes in at 417, singled in the first and then flied to center back in the 4th, so he is 1 for 2. Out of Whitney High School, the sophomore, left-handed hitting right fielder. First pitch just misses outside and low. 1-0, so I guess it didn't just miss. It was outside and low. I mean, technically. Although if you came for historical accuracy, this is not the broadcast to be watching. Check swing, didn't go, 2-0. Chris Doy doing a very able job on the controls as Stones McCoy sits about 20 feet behind us just staring at the backs of our heads, which in neither one of our cases is very appetizing. Outside, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Tomorrow, let's tune in and catch Stone staring at the back of our heads for 2 games over at the softball complex. That is high for a ball. As the Beavers take on Modesto Junior College to start Big 8 conference play. Beavers on a bit of a roll. They are 7-3, coming off a big win over Yuba on Wednesday. Here's Carter Jones, who's flied to center, flied deep to center, and singled, so he's hit the ball well twice off O'Connor. 345 on the season so far, 7 runs batted in for Carter. Freshman from Branham High School. Takes a fastball, a nice spot by O'Connor. 0-1. Pretty decent lead by Castellanos over at first base. Pretty sure that Coach Jay would tell Anthony O'Connor he wants to concentrate on Carter Jones. Breaking ball, big chopper to the right of shortstop. It is a do-or-die play for Eels. He's not able to make the play, and it will probably go as a base hit into left field. So 2 on here. Second hit for Jones. 4th hit for the Niners. And now with 2 outs, there are 2 on, and here's Nick Baltz, who has flied to center and struck out. Freshman third baseman from Bear River High School. Made a couple of excellent defensive plays today. Up here in a spot where he can hurt the Beavers offensively with 2 on and 2 out. Hit well to center field. Winalski, though, coming in. Wyatt is going to catch it chest high for the out. So good job by O'Connor to get out. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Beavers still on top, 4-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't.
He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares? You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
Bottom of the sixth, Willie Tatum, David Henry, Joey Gorienti for the Beavers. 7, 8, and 9 against Brady Chip Chase. Came on in the third, worked through the fourth and the fifth. Now here in the sixth, his first pitch is inside and low, 1-0 to Willie Tatum. Chip Chase, 12 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, a 1-0 record. Takes that one for a ball. So Tatum, Willie has walked and grounded to third, so he is 0 for 1, has scored a run for the Beavers. Takes that one right in there. 2-1 on Willie Tatum, the third. 172 coming in, 4 runs batted in. Hit sharply down the third. Baltz plays it on a hop. Takes his time across the diamond, gets Tatum by a step at first base. Baltz getting a lot of work over there at third, and for the most part doing an excellent job with it. One away, David Henry, the hitter. Henry's sacrifice fly, his first RBI of the season back in the second. Then he flied to center, hit the ball well in the fourth, so he is 0 for 1. Looking for his first hit of the campaign. David, the freshman from El Camino. Just 7 at-bats coming into today's game. He's out in left field. Nice looking pitch by Chip Chase. It misses for a ball, though, so it's 1-0. Line drive, that's up center field, and there's that first hit for David Henry. Reached out and lined that one right back up the middle. 5th hit for the Beavers in this one. Joey Gorienti, the hitter, he singled his last time up and scored a run. A 2-out rally. He singled Griffiths, tripled him in. Coach Jay's going to come down and chat with Joey. Just kind of going, hey, you know that thing you did last time? Why don't you do that again? Or maybe not. We'll see. Now, the Beavers do have 4 stolen bases, but the last time they tried it, Reynolds was cut down by Larrigan behind the plate. So let's see if that's a part of the equation here with David Henry at first base. Chip Chase obviously feels that it might be as he goes over to Carter Jones. Once again over there. Now I know in the professional level there's only so many times you can throw. I still don't understand the rules, so I am not the person to explain it to anybody. But it doesn't come into play down here. Breaking ball's popped up. Center field coming on is Regan, still coming on as the wind blows it in. And he reaches up to Trevor and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs and runner still on first, Brett Griffiths to the plate. He singled and scored in the first. He popped a second and tripled in a run in the fourth. So he is 2 for 3, an RBI and a run scored. Let's see if Henry is more inclined now to go to try to put himself in scoring position. Chip Chase thinks he might be as he goes back over to Carter Jones. Bottom of the 6th, Beavers lead 4-0. They scored single runs in the first 4 innings. Were shut out back in the 5th. Tommy Brown started, went the first 2 in the 3rd. Brady Chip Chase has come on in relief. Just 5 hits for the Beavers in this one. 3 early errors, and Chip Chase is going to go back to first base again. Yeah, Griffiths waits at the plate. Brett is a sophomore out of Jesuit High School. 286 to start the game. 2 for 3. There goes the runner. Pitch is chopped out towards shortstop. Simpson has it, and he guns it across and gets him by a step at first base. So a ground out ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Beavers 4, 49ers nothing.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the 7th inning from Beaver Field. Anthony Akana still out on the mound. He's given up 4 hits. He struck out 8. He's walked 1 and make that walk 2. In this one, he's got Devin Conway, then Jaden Thames and Tristan Ogles. Conway hits it sharply but foul down the third base line. Devin has struck out and into a fielder's choice, so he is 0 for 2. Came in the game at 313 with a home run and 6 runs batted in for Yuba, who came in the game at 3 wins and 6 losses. Coming off a win over Folsom Lake. That one's outside. Had lost their previous 4 before that win over the Falcons. That's in the dirt, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Conway, opening up the top of the 7th inning. Devin, the designated hitter. Chops that one slowly down the first base line. Tatum waits for it, scoops it up, and gets to the bag in time. So Conway is retired on a ground ball down to Willie Tatum III. First out of the inning is recorded Jaden Thames, who struck out twice coming to the plate. Second baseman from Burbank High, the freshman, came in at 179. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. He's up here again in the 7th. Tristan Ogles on deck. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. It's going to make a tough play by Griffiths across him. He gets him by a step. Nice play, Brett Griffiths, third base. So we've seen a couple of excellent plays by the respective third basemen on bunts in this game. Thames with a beautiful bunt down the third base line, just like Duncan Hansen did, but Nick Baltz threw out Hansen, and that time Brett Griffiths threw out Jaden Thames. Did it by a snap, never really hurried, and gunned it across to Willie Tatum. 2 outs, and here's Tristan Ogles, who's walked and singled. So he's been on base twice. After coming in at 147, sophomore from Oakmont, another one of the high school homes of Stones McCoy. That's hit foul. Or actually, that's just where he didn't go to that high school, so they didn't blackball him so he could send his kids there. That was good thinking by Stones McCoy. I've been to every high school in the area except for Oakmont. Why don't I move to Roseville? Tremendous thinking. 0-1. Caleb Simpson on deck. Look out, that hits him right in the back. Sails a fastball, sails in. And Tristan has reached base for the 3rd time. That time a little more painful than the other 2, but he'll take his base, and Caleb Simpson's going to come to the plate. Sacrifice back in the 3rd for Caleb, and he grounded into a double play in the 5th. Hit a sharp grounder to Darren Eels, who handled it at 2nd and gunned it to 1st for the double play. Caleb takes that one in there for a strike, the freshman out of Dayton, Nevada. Ogles leads at first base. That's a slice foul down the right field line, so it's quickly 0-2 on Simpson. Trevor Regan, the top of the order, waits on deck if Caleb can keep it going here. Ogles on base via the 2-out hit by pitch. Third free pass given up by O'Connor in this one against the 8 strikeouts. That's fouled back to the screen. Good cut by Simpson. Staying alive at 0-2. Like there is a little bit of loosening up going on, a little throwing in the bullpen for Yuba College. Can't really see into the Beavers bullpen. 0-2 coming up again. Breaking balls hit sharply to shortstop. Eels has it over to second for the force, and another good inning for Anthony O'Connor. The fielder's choice ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's stretch time. Beavers lead by 4.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't.
He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares? You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause I
Generally,
know-
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have a soul. Bottom of the 7th inning from Beaver Field. Beavers lead at 4-0. Wyatt Winalski, Duncan Hansen, Wyatt Balke, the first 3 hitters for American River against Chip Chase. That's hit well out into left field. Tracking it down, though, is Ogles coming toward the line, and a quick out by Winalski. That's his first official at-bat of the day. He had walked the first 3 times, scored a run back in the 3rd. So 1 out here quickly in the 7th, and Duncan Hansen, who was sacrificed, grounded to short, and been thrown out by Nick Baltz on a great play on a bunt back in the 4th inning. Duncan, a sophomore out of Del Campo. Takes a breaking ball in there for a strike from Brady Chip Chase. Cole Berry, a right-hander from Yuba City, a freshman out there warming up in the pen for the 49ers. Down the first base line. Hansen takes on the inside corner, call strike 2. So it's quickly 0-2. We do have activity also in the Beavers bullpen, but it's kind of hazy out there. You can't really see through about 7 different fences. But there are a couple of right-handers, my people tell me, throwing down the left field line. Hansen reaches out and spoils that one, pops it over the backstop, stays alive at 0-2. Duncan 182, 4 runs batted in on the year. Batting the number 3 spot for Coach Jay today. Hansen takes that one outside. Assistant coaches Todd Conroy, Ben Cornfield, Chris Garcia, Marcus Garcia, Mike Hankins, and Lou Zavia for the Beavers. Coach Doug Jumelet, or manager Doug Jumelet. Here's the 1-2. Hansen lines that one into left center field. Nobody's going to get that one. That'll get all the way. It looks like, no, it'll be cut off in center field. But thrown to second base, not in time, and Hansen has himself a double. Regan cut it off before it got to the fence. Slowed down a little bit on the grass, but a line shot by Duncan Hansen. He's got his first hit of the day. 6th hit for the Beavers. He is in scoring position. Here's Wyatt Balke. Wyatt, an RBI fielder's choice in the first inning, singled in the 3rd, and then popped out in the fifth. So he is 1 for 3 with a run batted in, his fifth of the season. He comes in at 367. Takes high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Jaden Reynolds to follow Wyatt. Hanson got all over that one and drilled it into left center field. Inside, Wyatt Balky barely gets out of the way, misses being hit by inches. 2-0 now on Wyatt. Sophomore coming out of Wood Creek High. Also, I believe the Wolves. Something like that. Wolves, Timberwolves. We'll check it out. Inside again. Barely misses hitting him again. 3-0 to Wyatt Balky. Hanson down at second with one away. Balky lets that one go. It's right down the middle, 3-1. Thames again shadowing the runner at second base with the right hand hitting Balky at the plate. And he gets back to his position. Breaking balls hit sharply but foul down the third base line. Puts the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Timberwolves, okay. And the mascot is called Timberwolf. Okay, now we need to get a little more creativity on that. Maybe Woody the Wolf or something. I don't know, Willie, I don't know. Timberwolf. Huh. Well, we did get Furry the Wolf. Throw back to second base, and Hanson is back. I don't like to bang on high school mascots, but Timberwolf, that's the name of him? I mean, that's what it is. But give it a name, you know. You call him Wooly. I mean, could it be a Woolly Timberwolf if you want to go that way? 3-2 pitches hit well to right field. Moving over Castellanos. It's going to get over his head. He'll run it down near the warning track. Hanson will score easily, and motoring into second with an RBI double is Wyatt Balky, and it's 5-0 for the Beavers. Back-to-back doubles. Balky gets his second run batted into the day. That one went right through the wind, cut right through the wind, and got over the head of Castellanos in right field. Second hit of the inning. Beavers score their 5th single run of the game, and here's Jaden Reynolds. We're going to have a pitching change. It looks like Cole Berry might be coming in. We'll tell you whether or not he is after this short break. It is the bottom of the 7th, and the Beavers lead. Cole Berry, the new pitcher, number 12, a right-hander, a freshman from Yuba City. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 5.19 ERA. No wins and no losses for Cole. He faces Jaden Reynolds, the left-hand hitting second baseman here, who chops one down the first base line, but it's foul. He's got a runner at second. That's wide. Balky, 1 out here in the 7th. Beavers have put a run up on the board. They lead at 5-0. Reynolds at 226 on the season. Grounded to first in the first, walked in the third, and grounded to short back in the 5th, and he thought he was safe at first base. Outside for a ball. Gary Larrigan behind the plate for the 49ers in this one. Brown started, then Chip Chase went 4 innings, and now Barry. Brown went the first 2 and the third. Swinging a foul into the catcher's glove, which now counts as a strike, I'm told, so it's 1-2. I got it on pretty good authority. That's still a strike. Our first canine sighting. Oh, good-looking little dude. Kind of a bulldog mixed with something, I don't know what. In the dirt, nice block again by Larrigan. Chris Toy, check that out. Let me know. You're a dog breeder guy. Bulldog, but there's something else going on there. Maybe a centaur? No, probably not. That's a hit. Oh, nice play by Jones at first base, but not in time to get Reynolds. Great play by Carter. Jones goes to his right, but Reynolds running all the way. Coming over to cover was Barry, but not in time as Reynolds gets himself an infield single. Moving over to third is Balky. Third hit of the inning for the Beavers, and 7th hit, make that 8th hit in the game. Here's Darren Eels, who's grounded to third twice and flied to left. Hit the ball well all 3 times. Not much to show for it. Expect Reynolds to take off here. He doesn't on that pitch. A nice fastball from Cole Berry in there for a strike, and Eels is down 0-1. Willie Tatum the third to follow. Carter Jones kept a run from scoring when flagged that one down with the backhanded grab. There goes the runner, and that's outside, and it'll be no throw. Larrigan did a good job just to keep that one from going back to the backstop, and Reynolds will get the stolen base. 5th one for the Beavers in this game. And now 2 in scoring position for Darren Eels, who does have 3 runs batted in on the season and a home run as the infield has come in for the Yuba College 49ers. They're coached by Jason Hampton. Eels pops it up, and that's going to, I think, get out of play. Assistant coaches Ryan Larson, Tyler McIntyre, Bob Blankenship for the 49ers. Got to recognize assistant coaches. They do a lot of work. Except when I was an assistant coach. But that we don't need to talk about that. 1-2 on Darren Eels. Infield in. Line drive left field. That is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score easily, and Eels will motor into second base with a stand-up 2 RBI double, and the Beavers lead it now 7-0. Third double of the inning for the Beavers. Eels has now 5 runs batted in, and that ball was scorched down the left field line. Ogles gave Chase nothing he could do. Beavers have scored 3 times here in the inning on 4 hits. That lead at 7-0, and here's Willie Tatum. Takes that one off-speed pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. David Henry to follow. Willie with 4 runs batted in. He's got a runner out there at second base. Again, Thames holding the runner on until the pitch is delivered. Willie hits one out in the air, right field. That ball's hit very well, giving chase as Castellanos, but it's going to be foul. That's like when you hit it down the middle of the fairway, you kind of, pick up your tee and you look up and the ball is drifting and it's all the way over in the trees. That is not good. Although I've never hit the middle of a fairway, so I don't know what that's like. Willie Tatum probably thought he had one drop down the right field line there, and that one just kept moving left to right on Willie. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eels out at second base after the 2-run double for Darren. Tatum takes that one low and outside, a breaking pitch. Good block by Gary Larrigan to keep that one from going back to the backstop. Tatum now ahead in the count, 2-1. That one gets away, and going to third will be Eels. That's going to be a pass ball right there. So now 90 feet away for Willie Tatum and pick up RBI number 5 on the campaign. Beavers have scored 3 times in the inning on 4 hits, 3 of them doubles. Tatum hits that ball well to right center field. Giving chase is Regan. He's going to make the catch, but it'll be an easy sacrifice fly. The throw will be cut off by Carter Jones. Tatum puts a muscle on that one, picks up RBI number 5, and the Beavers, with their 4th run of the inning, they lead it now 8-0. 2 outs now here in the 7th. Winowski started it out with a fly out, then 2 doubles. Hanson and Balke, a single by Reynolds, a double by Eels, and the sacrifice fly by Willie Tatum. And here's David Henry, who has an RBI and a base hit in this game, his first of the campaign for both. He takes that one outside. He sacrifice fly back in the 2nd, fly to center in the 4th, and then lined a single up the middle in the 6th. So David, a freshman from El Camino, on the board, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Takes that one down low. Joey Guariente is on deck. Number 9 hitter in the order today, the DH for the Beavers. Barry, the 3rd pitcher, delivers outside for a ball. Brown, Chip Chase, and then Cole Berry for Yuba. That one is in there for a call strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Line drive left field. That's down for a base hit in front of Ogle. So David Henry making the most of his opportunities today. He only had 7 at-bats coming in. He has a sacrifice fly and 2 solid base hits. That is the 10th hit for the Beavers. David down at first, and Joey Guariente will be the hitter. Joey out of Vista Del Lago, the DH today, struck out, singled, scored a run back in the 4th, and then flied to center in the 6th. Looks like Jack Siebert warming up in the pen for the 49ers. Sophomore from Union Mine. No idea what their mascot is. That's a good-looking pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 0-2 now on Joey Guariente. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Beavers in this inning. Joey chops that one down to third. Bolts is going to have it on a big hop across the diamond for the out at first base. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 left. We go to the 8th inning. The Beavers with the big lead, 8-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. New pitcher for the Beavers here in the top of the 8th is Jose Vega, the freshman, making his 5th appearance on the season. He started one. He is 0 for 1 on the year. 10 in the third innings pitched. He has given up 4 walks. He has struck out 13, ERA of 4.35. So Vega on for Anthony O'Connor, who was just sensational. 7 innings, 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 8. No runs, no earned runs, no nothing. For Anthony O'Connor, trying to even his record at 2-2 and bring that ERA, which started out at 3.18, well under 3, as he was sensational. And Trevor Regan, Gary Larrigan, and Dylan Castellanos, the first 3 hitters. In the lineup, the first 3 hitters here against Jose Vega. 13 strikeouts in 10 innings. From the stretch, and it is ball 1. Jose, a freshman from Highlands High. Highlands used to be the Scots. I don't know what they are now. Fastball just down low, 2-0. Regan has lined back to the pitcher in the first, struck out looking in the third, and then grounded to second in the 6th. So Trevor is 0 for 3 in this one. Vegas fastball catches the outside corner, 2-1 on Regan. Trevor from Del Oro High School, a sophomore, playing out in center field. Chops that one back to the screen, so it's 2-2. Vega fell behind 2-0, but came back with 2 fastballs and even the count here. 2-2, top of the 8th inning. Beavers with the big lead at 8-0. Breaking balls high. Full count on Trevor Regan. That's chopped back over the pitcher's head. It's going to be a tough play for Eels, and he's not going to come up with it. It's going to be an infield single for Trevor Regan. I don't think Darren had a chance to get him anyway. 5th hit for the 49ers. It's a little bouncer, just got over the head of Vega, and Eels playing regular position at shortstop, just didn't have time. Here comes Gary Larrigan, the catcher, who's had a tough day against Anthony O'Connor. He struck out 3 times, but he's probably pretty happy to see somebody new. Right-handed catcher. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Vega delivers the heat. 0-1 on Larrigan, catcher out of Yuba City, sophomore. Regan over at first base. Nobody out here in the 8th. Line drive, short right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Going to drop perfectly by the line. Regan's going to round second. He's going to stay there. No chance getting crazy. As 2 straight singles, a little chopper on the infield, and a blooper down the right field line to put runners at first and second. Here's Dylan Castellanos, the number 3 hitter, the right fielder, who was singled, supplied to center, and walked. So that one was a nice little sand wedge down there, down the right field line by Larrigan, who's just happy to hit the ball and get on base, as he is now 1 for 4 in this one. Came in at 286. Left-hand hitting Castellanos up here with 2 on, nobody out. Takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Dylan from Whitney High, another sophomore. Carter Jones to follow Carter with a couple of hits in the game today. Vega comes to the plate. Breaking ball again, in there again. Nice looking pitch, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch coming up to Castellanos. That's fouled out of play. 1-2. 10 in the third innings for Vega. 13 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's given up 10 hits. And that 4.35 ERA. Giving up 2 hard luck hits here in the 8th inning. And he's 0-2 on Castellanos. Breaking ball in there, call strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Jose Vega. He went to the well twice. He went to it the 3rd time after the foul ball. Got the strikeout. Carter Jones to the plate now. Flied to center in the 1st, deep center. Singled in the 4th, singled again in the 6th. Came in at 345 with 7 runs batted in. Freshman from Branham High School. up here against Jose Vega, the freshman from Highlands High School. Puts the off-speed pitch, but that one a little inside from Jose. One out here in the 8th inning. The big strikeout of Castellanos. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch. Jones really took a cut at that one. And the count is even at 1-1 strike. Nick Balch, the third baseman, to follow. Anthony Ocanis went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 8, walked 2, hit 1, did not allow a run. Let a breaking pitch in there for a strike, I think. Umpire, sometimes he does a little T-Rex thing with the right arm and puts it up there, and you can't really tell. But it is a call strike. Stones assures me of that. 1-2. Fastball outside. 2-2. Duncan Hansen behind the plate for the Beavers. Griffiths, Eels, Reynolds, and Tatum in the infield. On the outfield, Henry, Winowski, and Balke. Coming up on the 2-2 pitch to Carter Jones. Breaking ball is chopped down to first base. Tatum's just going to handle it. Looked to second for a second, but made the smart play and went over and tagged first. The runners do move up, but it is an out. A ground ball down to Willie Tatum, 2 away, and Nick Balch will be the hitter. Nick has flied to center, struck out, and then flied to center again. Comes in at 290 with 5 runs batted in. He does have 2 runners in scoring position.
Number 7, third baseman.
Willie Tatum made that catch, and then he looked at second. I thought for a second, man, but he did not make that play. He made the right one. And here's Balch. Devin Conway on deck. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Nick Balch, a freshman out of Bear River High School, the Bear River Bruins, up in Lake in the Pines. I believe their women's high school team is playing in the section championship, or they won the section championship, something like that. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Regan at third, Larrigan at second. But there are 2 outs here in the 8th. Chop foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Nick Balch. Jose Vega in for his first inning of work in relief of Anthony Ocanis. Beavers trying to improve their record to 4-7. They have a road game tomorrow in Oakland against Skyline College before opening conference play next week. 1-2 coming up from Vega. That's chopped slowly out toward shortstop. Eels makes the play. He throws to first and gets him by a step. Darren Eels kind of did a double clutch, looked over, saw he had time, and threw Balch out at first. So a good job coming back by Jose Vega. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Beavers still lead this one 8-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't.
He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares? You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the 8th inning, Beavers with the 8-0 lead. Jack Siebert is going to be the new pitcher, the left-hander sophomore out of Union Mine High School. He has gone 6 1/3 innings and is 0-2 so far in the season, 4 Ks, and let's see, 6 walks so far on the season for Jack. So he will face the top of the order. It looks like Brett Griffiths will start us off, and Wyatt Winalski and Duncan Hansen. Elsewhere around the Big 8 Conference, Folsom Lake beating Mendocino today 12-2. That's a final. Top of the 9th, Santa Rosa over Cabrillo. That's 7-2. And Sac City comes out on the short end of the stick. Fullerton beats them 18-6 in non-conference play. There's a bunt by Griffiths down the third base line. It looks like it's going to roll foul, and eventually it does. Griffiths with a single in the first, scored a run, popped a second in the second. RBI triple in the third and grounded to short in the 6th. So he is 2 for 4 in the game today. Scored 1, drove in 1. Followed by Winalski and Hansen. Griffiths grounds that down to third to Baltz. It goes right under his glove into left field for an error. Error number 4 on the 49ers, although they hadn't committed one since the second inning. Griffiths is on first with nobody out. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Looks like number 12. That is Danny Gallego Jr. So Gallego comes in for Wyatt Winalski. Winalski with 3 walks and a flyout. Scored a run. So he's 0 for 1. So Gallego coming to the plate. Danny out of Bear Creek High School. Freshman right-handed hitter. Takes that one low and inside for a ball. Griffiths leading at first. The pitch to the plate. Swung on and missed by Danny. .214 on the season for Danny Gallego. That's in the dirt. Gets away, and it's in a wild pitch, and going down to second will be Griffiths. So he reaches on the air, goes to second on the wild pitch. He's in scoring position for Danny Gallego. 3 balls, 1 strike on Danny. Does have 3 runs batted in on the season. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Duncan Hansen to follow. So Gallego will more than likely take over in center field from Winalski in the top of the 9th inning. Chops that one down the third baseline. Foul. Coach Jay cannot make the play. Oh, no. That's got to take a little bloom off the rose right there. Tried to one-hand it. You don't one-hand them, Coach. That's going to cost you some swag. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. That's outside. For a ball, and Danny's going to take the base on balls, go down to first base. First and second, nobody out. And Duncan Hansen, who sacrificed, grounded out, been thrown out trying to bunt, and a double in the 7th inning. So Duncan is 1 for 3.
Now batting to the Beavers, number 24, the catcher, Duncan Hansen.
Brandon Whitney is now warming up, a freshman out of Rockland. That is outside and low for a ball. Speaking of swag, I think our coach of the day today is Heather from the water polo team. Yeah, fantastic job by Heather. Fantastic job with the water polo team, first of all. For what country? Popped up. Here comes Larrigan, makes the play, finds it, locates it, makes the play. Garrett Larrigan with the put out there on Hansen. 1 out and Wyatt Balky. Well, Stones, you're going to have to come on and talk to me about that. Maybe between innings or something. If we have Heather's on the Olympic team, that's pretty good stuff.
Of course.
She's fantastic. I did say between innings, but you're the boss, so go ahead. So was she on the water polo? What was she on?
She was on the water polo team for the U.S. Olympic team in 2000 and in 2004.
That's fantastic. Line drive left field, foul ball by Wyatt Balky, who is RBI fielder's choice, single, pop out, and double. 2 runs batted in. Well, she's done a tremendous job with water polo, and she doesn't even care that I know what I'm talking about when I describe the game.
No.
And she's definitely coach of the day.
Absolutely. 100% coach of the day.
Coach of the day. Maybe coach of the week. Balky swings and fouls that one into the catcher's glove 0-2. But I did not know that about the Olympics. That's fantastic. Then she should have Olympic swag, too. Tremendous job. So 2000 and 2004, I don't know what cities those are. But there are obviously more cities than I've ever been to. There's another line drive. That one just misses Coach Jay as he ducks. At least he learned not to try to field it, okay? He's already had an error in this inning. I would bench him, but I don't have that kind of power. Oh, I wish I did. 0-2. I should have the power to overturn calls and to bench people. Breaking ball's popped out of play. Stays at 0-2. Siebert, the 4th pitcher. Tommy Brown started, then Brady Chipchase. Cole Berry was the 3rd pitcher. He ended up finishing up the 7th inning, and then Siebert out here in the 8th. The left-hander has 1 out, 2 on, and Balky at the plate. Chopped down to third base. That is a foul ball again. Coach Jay makes the play. Oh, that takes guts because if he goes down 0-2, then he's got to go sit on the dugout, and let somebody else take over at third. That's the rules. I didn't make it. But he handled it flawlessly down there. Now you're going to tell me he was on the Olympic team too? No, not ours. That's in the dirt. Nice stop again by Larrigan. 1-2 on Wyatt Balky. Jaden Reynolds will follow him. Beavers up here 8-0. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning from Beaver Field. It has been a nice day. A little bit breezy, a little bit, but you can't complain too much. That is outside, 2-2. Wyatt came in 367, has picked up 2 runs batted in, now has 6 on the season with a home run. Takes that one outside, that gets away. Going to second and third are runners now on the wild pitch. And Balky works the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Beavers with single runs in the first, second, third, and fourth, and came up with 4 in the 7th. And they have runners at second and third here in the 8th. Balky takes ball 4. Excellent at bat by Wyatt Balky. Go from 0-2 all the way to get the base on balls to load the bases for Jaden Reynolds, who's grounded out to first, walked, grounded out to short, and had an infield single. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter, number 16. That is Jack Williamson. So Williamson comes in for Reynolds. They always wait until I announce him to put the pinch hitter in there. So Jaden is 1 for 3, and here's Williamson, who's a freshman out of Jesuit High School. Hits a chopper out toward shortstop. It pops up and hits something in the chest, and it's going to be everybody's safe. It'll be an error on the shortstop. It will be an RBI for Williamson. So Williamson gets the RBI. Scoring is Griffiths. Second error of the inning. Winalski moves to third, Balky to second. Now it's Williamson at first, and here's Darren Eels, who had a sharp 2-run double back in the 7th inning in his last appearance. He's flied out and grounded out to third twice. High fly ball left field, short left field though. Ogles is coming in. There's going to be a tag, but I don't know if he's going to try for it. No, he doesn't, and it's cut off by Baltz. So that one got up in the wind, and no chance there for Gallego at third base to take a chance on that one, especially not 9-0. Coach Jay coming to talk to the Umpire, we may have another pinch hitter coming up. Supposed to be Willie Tatum. It's number, I believe it is 26, Jackson German. So German will hit for Willie Tatum. Freshman out of Jesuit. Willie was 0 for 2 today, did have an RBI, and did score a run. So Jackson German coming up to hit for Tatum with the bases loaded, but 2 outs here in the inning. Swings and fouls that one in the glove. So it is quickly 0-2 on German. Swings and misses. They're going to give him 4 strikes. I guess it was 1-1. That was my bad. 1-2. Pinch hitters usually get short shrift though, but they're going to give him another chance. Inside. Evens it up at 2-2. 1 run in for the Beavers here in the inning. It is unearned. 2 infield errors behind Jack Siebert. 2-2 pitch. Sails outside and high. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Jackson German, the pinch hitter for Willie Tatum, steps in here. Umpire asks for time, and he doesn't have to ask. He just calls it. Swing and miss, but the ball gets away. They're going to pick it up and throw it down to first base and make the out. So a strikeout of German ends the inning. 1 run, no hits, and 3 left. We go to the top of the 9th. The Beavers lead.
College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the...
He can't even lead us out of the
parking lot. He can't get out of the parking lot.
So just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear something different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Well,
see, so
new pitcher alert for the Beavers. It's Danny Valens. We're in number 10, the sophomore, making his 4th appearance. He is 1-0 on the season. A 4.5 ERA. He's got 1 strikeout, no walks, just 2 innings pitched. So Danny will come on, sophomore from Whitney. O'Connor went the first 7, then Vega pitched the 8th inning, gave up 2 hits but no runs and struck out 1. And here's Devin Conway to start off the top of the 9th against Danny Valens. Inside, and he hit him. So that would be an understatement to say inside. So Jackson German's going to be at first base. Let's see if at second base. I'm going to assume that Williamson took over at second base because he hit for Reynolds, and then we had So Brett's going to move over to second. We also had Danny Gallego come in, I think, to center field. So Darren Eels moves to short. Griffiths is now at Williamson's at third. So there we have it. German at first, Griffiths at second, Eels at short, and Williamson over at third. Henry in left, Gallego in center, and Wyatt Balke remains in right field. So that's the defensive alignment. As in Thames is going to have a pinch hitter for him. This number 22, that is Maddox Marino, a freshman out of Marysville. He will hit for Jaden Thames. So Marino comes on to pinch hit. Thames was 0 for 3 on the day. So a hit batter and now a 2-ball, no strike count on Maddox Marino. Fastball is inside. 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Three balls, one strike on Marino. Takes outside high, ball 4. So he gets the base on balls. Moving to second is Conway. Nobody out here in the 9th, and Tristan Ogles will be the hitter. He has singled, walked, and been hit by a pitch. So he's been on base all 3 times. First one is popped up. Hansen makes the play. Big out right there for Denny Valens to get Ogles to pop out. 1 out, and that'll bring up number 23, Evan Hillary, is going to hit for Caleb Sumpson. So Hillary, a freshman from River Valley, will make his first appearance. Against Danny Valens. That is down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 for 4 on the season for Evan Hillary, making just his 6th appearance of the season. Takes down low again, so it's 2-0. First and second, 1 out here in the 9th. Fastball in there for a strike. Looking pitch right there, 2-1. Trevor Regan, top of the order, scheduled next. Beavers got some activity, got some stirring on down there. Swing and a miss. Got Hillary to chase that one down low. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, call, strike 3. Beautiful pitch. So 2 outs here in the 9th, and Trevor Regan is the last chance for the 49ers. He is lined out, struck out, grounded out, and singled. So he is 1 for 4. Came in at 200 with 6 runs batted in. And he's your last hope for the Yuba College 49ers against Danny Valens and the Beavers. Fastball just a little bit outside, 1-0. Valens hit the first batter, then walked the pinch hitter Marino, but got Ogles to pop out to the catcher. Hillary took the call, 3rd strike. Fastball just a little bit inside. Two and 0. Fastball misses high and outside, 3-0. Garrett Larrigan, the catcher, is on deck. You can tell by the flowing locks. And the number kind of helps too. Fastball inside. So Reagan goes down to first, moves Conway over to third, and second is Marino. And the bases loaded. Here's Gary Larrigan, who struck out 3 times and has singled, so he is 1 for 4 in this one. Has 7 runs batted into the season, hitting .286 coming in. Sophomore from Yuba City High. In the dirt, nice stop by Duncan Hansen. Danny Valens comes set. Fastball inside, just misses Larrigan. 2-0. Duncan Hansen gets a new baseball for his pitcher. Gets it back to Danny Valens, the sophomore from Whitney. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. That one's right down the middle, but high, so it's 3-0. Valens gives the open palm, upraised palm to the dugout like, I don't know where it was. Looked good to me. Inside, ball 4. So Larrigan gets himself an RBI. Scoring the first run for the 49ers is Devin Conway. And that will bring up Dylan Castellanos. Singled, flied to center, walked, and struck out looking. So he's 1 for 3 is Dylan. .417 hitter on the season. Fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. 1 home run, 8 runs batted in for Dylan. Breaking ball misses outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. Beavers have single runs in the first, second, third, and fourth. They had 4 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. 49ers have chipped in with 1 here in the top of the 9th and have the bases loaded with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch behind them, but nobody's going to advance. Hansen ready to pounce, or pounced on, he was ready to throw, but nobody moving. Marino down at third base. Sometimes you never know how the ball's going to bounce back off the backstop, especially when you're on the road. Plus, you don't really want to get thrown out of the bases for the last out of the game. Chopper out towards second. Flipped over to short, and that's your ball game. 1 run, no hits, 3 left. Our final score, American River College 9 and Yuba College 1. The Beavers improved to 4-7. Reminder, they're on the road tomorrow against Skyline in Oakland. We are back with them next Thursday as they host Diablo Valley College in the home opener for Big 8 conference play. If you want to catch us in action before then, though, tune in tomorrow on American River College Athletics YouTube or Stones Radio Network's YouTube. And see us at noontime as the Beavers softball team entertains the Modesto Junior College Pirates. For Stones McCoy, for Chris Toy, I'm Mark the Panelo. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.